Greetings, yogis. Thanks for joining me today. We're going to do a short seated segment of sitting postures. Before we begin, as always with all of these videos, if you have restrictions placed upon you from a care provider, healthcare team member, surgeon, pain specialist, occupational therapist, physical therapist, anybody, if someone has told you that you're restricted from certain movement, please honor those restrictions. You only know your body. Listen to your body. As my yoga teacher taught me, it's not about using the body to get into the postures. It's about using the postures to get into, and I will add my own personal comment, to get into and feel the body. So it is okay if you need support to practice yoga. And so you'll see I have a bunch of yoga props, as they're called, around me. First off, a blanket. You can get any old blanket in your house, as long as you get it sort of to the width of your hips, the width of your body. And then you fold it in what the yogis call accordion style, so that you get this nice flat thickness of your blanket. Again, it doesn't have to be a yoga blanket per se. It could be any type of blanket. A yoga strap. Again, you do not need to go out and purchase a strap. You can use a necktie, a bathrobe tie, a shawl, a thin blanket if you can even wrap that blanket. I've even used at times a sweatshirt and just had the sweatshirt and hold on to the sleeves, right? So anything that you can get into the form of a strap. And finally, a yoga block. As I've said, you don't have to purchase any of these items. You can find textbooks in your house. You can stack board game boxes together or jigsaw puzzle boxes. I've even been told that this is the height of a toilet paper roll. And if you put two toilet paper rolls next to each other, you there have a yoga block. Why am I talking about these props? Because as I said, it's about using the postures to get into the body. And if we can't fully do a posture because of a limitation or some restriction, then using props to help us to the postures, making them more easeful, is a great idea. So let's begin with our seated practice. First thing I want to point out, I've been doing a bunch of seated poses today, so I'm pretty open. But if I were not, and if this was my first time coming to my yoga mat today, and I sat down in a cross-legged position, I may find myself like this, where my knees are elevated beyond and above my hips. What we would like to see, using this block to sit on underneath my bum here, on my sits bones, I'm sitting now on the block, my hips are above my knees. Okay? So go ahead and get whatever you need in place so that you can sit in this easeful posture. My limitation right now is on my left side, where I'm unable to straighten my left arm. And for that, I'm actually going to place the yoga block. Because in this first seated posture, where I'm going to tell you to put your hands to your thighs, if I can't really reach my thigh and it's awkward and it doesn't feel as good as it does on the other side, why not make it more easeful and place a yoga block to help my hand reach my thigh? You may try the same. All right, so go ahead and inhale, gaze goes up towards the sky. Exhale, chin comes to chest. Inhale, gazing up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Coming to neutral, side to side. Inhale, looking over one shoulder. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, opposite. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, first side. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, opposite. Exhale, neutral. Final time, each side. Inhaling, look. Exhaling, center. Inhaling, look. Exhaling, center. Good job, yogis. This time, right ear to right shoulder. And when you exhale, roll through the middle, chin to chest. Left ear to left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, right ear, right shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Back and forth at your own pace. The next time you're in the middle, come on back to neutral. Great job, yogis. So let's go ahead and raise our shoulders up on the inhale and slide them down the back on the exhale. Inhale those shoulders up, sliding down the back on the exhale. Let's go ahead and do a backstroke. One arm up into the back. The other arm up into the back. Follow your gaze. Follow that hand with your gaze. Inhaling as the arm is coming up. Exhaling as the arm is floating down. Eyes follow fingers. Breath is with the hand. One more time each side. Inhale, arm comes up. Exhale as the arm is down. Final side. And exhaling back to neutral. Great job, yogis. So next one we're going to do is called the Sufi grind. Go ahead and remove the block. If you're sitting on a blanket, that's okay because you have more width in the blanket, but the block is so super narrow, I don't want you falling off the block. Hands can come to the knees or to the thighs, or even out in front of you can be nice if that's more comfortable, the most easeful for you. And it's as if we are baking brownies. So we're going to have that spoon in the bowl, and we're just going to rotate around the hips, moving the spine in a fluid motion and going with the breath. Inhaling, moving forward. Exhale, back at your own pace, following your own breath. You may want to speed it up. You may want to slow it down. The shoulders and chest get into this as well. You are playing with your own Sufi grind. Grinding at the sits bones, grinding those sits bones into the floor, flexing and flowing through the spine with the chest. On your next inhale, reverse directions, going the opposite direction. Again, you're going at the pace of your breathing. So on the inhale, you're moving forward. And on the exhale, you're moving backwards. Like I said, you may play with how fast or slow you'd like this to be. You also may play with how low you go. You want to dip to the floor and come back to the ground. It's a playful posture. Great job, yogis, coming back to the middle. I am going to do this next pose sitting on a blanket. We're going to do butterfly pose. So I'm going to sit up on the edge of my blanket just so I can get some liftedness in my hips. My feet, the soles of my feet are going to come out in front of me so that the soles of my feet are touching. You may find that it's easeful for you to put the blocks on opposite sides under the knees. That may help you to feel more grounded. And what we're going to do is we're going to lift through our spine, lifting up and tall. And then when you exhale, hinging forward at the hips, lifting through the sternum. Do not round the back just yet. Inhale, getting long and tall. Exhale, hinging at those hips. Just tilting a little bit forward on the sits bones. Inhale, lengthen, long and tall in the spine. And now exhale, rounding the back forward. You may use stacked fists if you need to get to the forehead towards the ground. You may find putting a yoga block helps get the head towards the ground. Whatever the case may be, finding that spot of easeful stretch for you. Remember, using those props to feel grounded in the body. And breathe into the body, in and out of the nose, sending to the breath where you're feeling the sensations. Send the breath to the hips, send your breathing to the back of your body. Again, feeling the body. You're using the pose to feel your body. Go ahead and slowly roll up on your next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine. Great job, yogis. Let's do a little relieving posture. I take my blocks behind me so that my hands can be on the block, scooting forward on my sits bones, and then just letting my knees dangle from one side to the next. Just releases some of that tension and some of those sensations in the hips. Great job, yogis. All right. Let's do a spinal twist to close. And for that, we're going to extend the right foot lengthens, straight and long. Right toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. I'm going to get my blocks and have them handy behind me, sort of diagonally from my hips so that I'm ready to use them when needed. You can leave your left foot bent right here, straight forward in front of you, if that's the most easeful for you. Or you can choose to pick the left foot up and place it on the outside of the right knee. I'm going to take my right arm and wrap it around that left knee. Then I'm going to inhale and lengthen through the spine, and in my exhale, twist towards the left. See how my block is ready for my hand. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twisting to the left. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, twisting just a teeny bit more over that left shoulder. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twisting. Great job. Gently and slowly coming back to neutral. Go ahead and switch feet. We're switching directions. So the left foot is extended with the left toes flexing up towards the ceiling. My right foot is over on the outside of my left knee. Or if you started here on the inside, do whatever you did on the other side. Go ahead and take your left arm and bring it around your right knee, lifting through the spine on your inhale, lengthening tall, and as you exhale, twisting towards the right. Inhale, lift to lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. Exhale, twisting towards your right. Your right hand is diagonally behind your body. Inhale, lifting. Exhale, twisting. Go ahead and slowly and gently unwind from this posture. Great job there, yogis. Let's come back to the cross-legged seat of your choosing. Hands coming to our knees. And then on your inhale, arms go out to the side and lift, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, palms coming together as you bring them down. Inhale, arms out and upwards, gaze up to the sky. Exhale, palms touch, coming to the heart center. Final time, inhale, arms out and up, lifting the gaze. Exhale, palms come together, heart center, in gratitude. Thank you, yogis, for spending this time with me. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.